Hello, anybody hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't know if anybody else is there. Yes,
Okay.
we can hear you.
Oh, I thought I'm not audible.
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm
Good.
good, sir. How are you?
Great, great, great. So, what are the plans for 31st?
Nothing, staying
Not.
home.
This pandemic thing, right? It's really crushing
Yes.
the whole plan.
Yeah, it's just so bad for everybody.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's get started. Lina ma'am sent her, team making activity diagram. Uh, okay, but I believe Pallavi ma'am we have. So, let's get started with Pallavi ma'am. So we can, okay, I'll open it in this thing, I believe. Give me a minute, yeah. It's not extra. Around this.
Ravisher, this is Deepika. Just want to let you know, I will share my diagram once after someone is done. That's okay?
Yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. I
Okay.
was just waiting for Lina ji because Lina ji shared first. So Lina ji
Okay.
is running late, I believe. Madhuri ma'am, have you worked on a diagram?
Uh, I I I I did.
Uh,
Uh,
how
I
could
will
you share it?
share.
How could you share it? Means by any chance, are you on a laptop or I can just see a mic. Means you're on a phone, I believe, right?
I'm on laptop, but
You're on laptop. Okay.
I can WhatsApp you.
Okay, you can yeah, WhatsApp in the group itself, no problem. And we can I can cut paste here also, and we can start discussion on that.
Okay.
Or anybody else want to go first? Should I stop share?
If no one, then I can share my and then I can show you.
Sure, sure. Deepika ma'am, please go ahead.
Okay, then. Thank you.
I stop my share, so you can start on that.
Okay. Can you see?
Yes, yes, we can clearly see. Make plans.
Okay.
Wow, you got a nice letter pad as well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah. Could you please, explain, what are the, I believe, yes, even Dina ma'am have joined. Yeah. Could you please explain what I have created here?
So this is I think is activity diagram, right?
Perfect.
Okay, so I tried to make for T, the one you told us, right?
Right.
So the first one is we turn it on the stove on
Uh-huh.
like on the gas.
Perfect.
Then I put the have a pot, add water in that, right?
Perfect.
And then I put the tea bag in there.
Uh-huh.
After tea bag, I have an option for ginger. If anybody want the ginger, yes or no.
Uh-huh.
Then I add the sugar in there. And also for the sugar, I have a same option if
Mm-hmm.
someone want or someone doesn't want it, right? And
Uh-huh.
then I add the milk,
Mm-hmm.
and then the tea is ready in the cup.
You have to bring it to a boil. That's also another process. Another thing, whoever don't want ginger, they will not get a tea because that process ended there.
Oh,
That path execution. Could you understand? I'm just taking this lightly. You did it splendid job. You understood the steps. You understood the decision making. You understood the activities overall included. You did a splendid job. Thanks to that man. But I can clearly see you go to a next step. And all ginger haters shouldn't get a tea.
मी
So
क्लासमध्ये
with
आहे
you.
आणि मला तू ऐकू
Even
देत
I
नाही.
feel the same way. If you hate ginger, you
oh,
shouldn't drink tea.
तुला काय पाहिजे?
thank you. Okay, so I see. I have to put it on the side, and then I see.
रुद्र,
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry
No
about it.
problem. So I'm with you, ma'am. So if you don't like ginger, no tea for you. Just hang in there.
I'm so sorry.
No, nothing. See, we are learning, right? And every line, every arrow does matter. I'm just trying to share or take it lightly, and let's try to understand. Let's try to learn, right?
Okay,
You
thank
did
you.
a
Yeah.
splendid job as far as first activity diagram. I think it's one of the most crucial because we are trying to portray our thoughts, right? This is like we are trying to think it via pen and paper. So take it that, and this is really one big step for everybody. I can understand. Even if you can't understand right now, might be after 6 months you'll remember this diagram. Please keep this diagram archived somewhere, or capture a photo or something, because
Okay.
this is what we remember. Even I can remember my first tea making use case diagram I did in St. Louis. It was, I think, 18th September 1999. It was a Saturday. Me, Grady Butch, and there were 5 others. We were sitting in a big room with really wooden table, means a wooden table and wooden chair. And we drawn the diagram, and we had almost 3 hour discussion on this. Oh, no, somebody have a
Oh,
problem.
okay.
I believe. Just give me a minute. Uh, oh,
Thank
Lina
you.
ma'am.
Will try in the next time, maybe better.
Yeah. No problem. No, you did good. There's nothing, what you can say,
Yeah.
right and wrong. We are trying to, explore our vision by ourselves, right? So
Yes.
that way, let's try to, what you can say, uh, let's try to put in whatever best we can. And, this is what trying our best is, but nothing else. Please don't worry.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
It's really great efforts. Anybody else? Madhuri ma'am, do you want to start now, or anybody else? Okay. Otherwise, let me bring Pallavi ma'am's thing. Lina ma'am having some trouble in signing in.
I can share my activity diagram. Just give
Please
me a
go ahead.
minute. Yeah, just a
Please go
second.
ahead. Wow.
Yeah.
See, we have another artist supporting you. Good.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was just trying to handle these things so that I can share my.
Sure. No problem.
Just
Take
a
your time. See, we
Yeah.
can wait for a minute or two.
Yeah, just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have it in my notebook. I have made it using the pen and paper.
Sure.
So, can I? Shall I start the video and then show it, or
Yes.
How
You need to start sharing. You are
start
on
video?
laptop, right, ma'am?
No, I'm on mobile.
Then it'll be a bit difficult for you. Could you
Uh,
share it on a WhatsApp so I can paste it like I was doing for Lina ma'am?
Okay, yes, sure.
Okay. So let me share Pallavi ma'am, because Pallavi ma'am's I have opened it out. Pallavi ma'am, could you see your activity diagram?
Yes, sir. I can see
Could you
it.
please explain? Means we don't to keep waiting.
Yeah, sure.
Please go ahead.
Yeah. First, we add water to a kettle, then bring it to boil. It's a two situation is there. First we can put it on boil, or find a cup, find a spoon, or add a tea bag to a cup. And
Right.
there is a decision making diagram is there. The
Right.
two way that we can add sugar to a cup. That if you don't want sugar, don't add it. And then we pour the water. Sir, can I use my diagram because it's up and down going on?
No, that's okay. Please don't worry.
Okay. Pour on water, brew it for 2 minutes, or take out the tea bags out, and put the milk on that. This is the decision making diagram is there two way, and add the milk, stir with the spoon, and then put it in the cup and serve it. That's it.
Perfect. Only only challenge now. These are like alternative paths. So
Okay.
either if you just boil the water, pour on water. So you added water twice. If I want to decide to go through this another lane or alternative lane. These are alternative activities, right?
Activities,
Means
yes.
this or that. But you need to find a cup, you need to find a spoon some point of the day, you know, and even you need a tea bag and all, right? So this depiction is bit not as per the thought process.
We can skip this one. Find the spoon, find the cup, and then go to the boil water one, and then another step is going on this way. The
For
both
2 minutes, no, you
yes.
just boil water, pour more water,
More
do it for 2 minutes, take out a tea bag, but you haven't put tea bag, right?
tea bags, yes.
तो कहाँ से लेंगे फिर अपन अगर डाला ही नहीं है तो
डाला ही नहीं है तो फिर हमें ये वाला भी लेना पड़ेगा सर ना,
यही वाला है. सो
ये
तो ये हाँ, और ये जो ना इसको हम लोग स्विम लेंस बोलते हैं. ये भी पार्ट ऑफ यूएमएल है, but we will try to understand you know these swim lanes whenever we do sequence diagram. These activity diagram
जब बनाना होता है सर तब इसको यूज किया जाता है.
right. तो swim lanes normally activity diagram में हम लोग नहीं लेते. एक्टिविटी डायग्राम में भी बाइफर्केट एरोज. सो एड वाटर से मैं यहाँ एक एरो डालूंगा और यहाँ एक एरो डालूंगा. सो अपन नॉर्मली स्विम लेंस नहीं लेते हैं, बट या इट्स अ कंसेप्ट. You can use it. There's no again, there's no wrong or right. Only thing is that you should be able to clearly express that that's what the need is and that's what the thought process is, right?
Yes.
So you know you did really good job. Only I think ये boiling water वाला थोड़ा alternative path गड़बड़ हो गया. बाकी एकदम perfect है. And you know you explain it really well. Even milk, no milk, because you know in US also they don't. Even in Europe also they don't normally drink with milk, right?
Yeah, sugar, no sugar. यहाँ पे बहुत चलता है ये सब सर.
I know. I can understand. And you know it's everybody, you know, options, right? Everybody's options how he or she wants to do it. So you've explained really well. Let me check out somebody else also, you know, posted. Lina ma'am couldn't join. I don't know why.
सर वो ज्वाइन नहीं कर पा रही, उनको थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम आ रहा है रूम में. उन्होंने मैसेज किया था
अभी ना. बाकी तो चल रहा है, सेम है. You know, same सब कुछ है. Means even I shared a link with her.
I'm in. Yeah.
Oh, great. Thank God. Sorry.
I could not. It kept on connecting, and finally I made it. Okay.
Thank you. And you know, sorry, I couldn't help you out.
No. That's okay. It was, I think, my side. The connection was really terrible.
Okay, it happens. Please, you know, don't worry on that part. We have your diagram on
I have another one. This one very simple. I had another one which I want to share it. So hold on, let me just try and
yes.
How do
I have not
I had emailed you that.
You have to do I have to stop share. Yeah, you can do start share. Could you see if you take your mouse down, there's a, you know, a black strip coming on, right? Yeah. There's something called share screen. Could you see that?
It's more and hold on. Invite participant. I think this one screen is not complete full. Hold on, close. ये तो पूरा close हो गया. Hold on. Yeah, I have share screen, and now I bring my document here.
Yes, you need to open that document. If it's image, you can double click it. It'll get opened.
Yeah, okay. I got
no, but we couldn't share your. We couldn't see your screen, ma'am. There's something wrong.
Okay, hold on. I don't know how do I bring that one because that one is on my phone. Hold on, let me.
I think I have the same thing in my phone.
Okay, you can put it on a WhatsApp group. Yeah, no, you can put it on a WhatsApp group and I can share it for you.
Hold on, I'll put it on WhatsApp group. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, that'll be better, ma'am. No problem.
Document. No, something is not right. Something is not right here. I don't know. Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I put it on WhatsApp group.
Yes, sure. Give me a minute, and you know, I have to download it. Yes, I have to download it. I have to save it on WhatsApp. I've saved it, and I'll open that thing. Just give me a minute. This is the next one. Okay, I need to double click it, I believe. Okay, on a desktop. Okay, dokie. And I have to share this now. Come on. Okay, give me a minute. You need to open that application and then only you can share. Could you see?
Yeah.
I'll maximize it. Okay, I'll do up
Yes,
and
we
down.
can
No,
see that.
no problem in that. Please go ahead, ma'am.
So you start with like you go to the kitchen, then you check the
Right.
required ingredients. If you think is ingredient, then you go boil water and tea bag. If not, you can go back to the kitchen and get the missing ingredient and come and merge here and boil water and tea bag.
Sure.
Then you can go down.
Yes.
Then you need the sugar. Some people prefer, some people don't. So if they say yes, then you continue the finishing part of it. If not, go and I've given another option, which is honey. So you add honey and then continue finishing your tea. But then here
Perfect.
I added one step. It said, yes, you want to add snack with it. I said, yes, then, can go down. Serve the snack.
Yes.
If not, you can go back to drinking your tea and whatever. Yeah, so that is
Yes.
what.
But you're serving snack, you're not serving tea, ma'am.
So here, serve the snack instead of this ready to drink. So instead of that, I can
Right.
serve the tea. Instead of
Yeah,
ready
no
to
problem.
drink, I
Another
can-
thing, this is right. There's no right, wrong here. Only this look bit cryptic, right? Means if you show this thing to a new person, he'll really get perplexed because these arrows, they are I don't know how do I put it. These are really complex. Means this is like Lata Mangeshkar singing a simple rag. She makes it difficult because nobody could copy her. That's her way of doing signatures. So this will look a bit complex. Normally, the way we keep it, I'll show you. I think
The one that
could you
I-
see? Yes,
the one
could you
that I
see
sent
these
you
things?
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Could you see these things?
One
These are just 1, 2, and then this is just a flow going down, right? This is the best way. And you can do something like this. So these are just alternative path. Means there are 2 alternatives, there could be 3 alternatives, but the sequence should be like this because we are trying to depict sequential activities.
Okay.
That's the most I think important part. And what is that? Here it looks more more complex. You've done it right. There's no what you can say wrong here. Only it looks bit cryptic, right?
Got
So
it.
you did really great job, and I believe this activity diagram is much better. Means okay, let me try to share that with you. I really like this. Means this is really a
First one
splendid
that I
job.
sent, right? Yeah.
Yes, and this looks really straightforward. You put it in a L shape, and we can enjoy. And the things are really great. The color combination, even the arrows. I believe you're done in Microsoft Word, right?
Yeah, I did in PowerPoint.
PowerPoint. Okay, yeah, that's good. So this is what we require. This is simple, straightforward. We can see the execution correctly. So that's all what we need. Really great job. Thanks a lot, man.
Okay.
Who wants to go next? I think somebody sent me another diagram. Okay. Madhuri ma'am also sent her diagram. Let me share that for you. Give me a minute, please.
Mine is very simple.
Yes.
I forgot some things to put add in there. But
Just
next
give me a
time I
minute,
will.
ma'am. Yes, sure. And oh man, what is that? Did it got opened? Or not? Did it got opened? I have to share that screen. This Zoom's also acting funny today, so please bear with me. Yes, could you see a diagram, ma'am?
Yes, I can see.
Uh,
It's not very clear, but
No, it's not clarity. Okay. Here I added quite a few extra element, but overall, no, the sequence one after another other is missed here. What
Yeah.
you try to do, we are trying to create branches, right? So the tea making process have these branches. tea diagram, tea powder, sugar, water, flavors or milk. And what you try to do, this is what we call WBS, work breakdown structure. And you're trying to put ingredients. What I really assume, you're trying to collect these ingredients. That's what the work you assign to yourself. We need to put it like sequentially. Let me bring another diagram for you. Okay, could you see this diagram, ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah, she've done it in a Word, Excel, or I don't know, some of the tool, but you can do with pen and paper or Lina ma'am's diagram. See, straightforward, like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is much better way. Again, you're trying to convey your thoughts, right? Trying to convey your vision. So again, I am as another person shouldn't or couldn't what I can say criticize. But overall, if you look at the industry practices, there's a sequence one after another, and that's how we do it. So this what you can say branching is not a standard practices, and this confuses overall if you try to present your thoughts this way. So could you please try this way? Could you please try to draw something like this, ma'am?
Yes, I will represent next time.
Sure, no problem, ma'am. That's great. Thanks a lot. Somebody else also shared, so let me go through it. Yes, Diti madam have shared these things. So let me showcase this, and we'll have a look at this diagram. Oh, come on. I need to close it and open, I believe. Just give me a minute, please. And then I need to go to Zoom and I need to go share. Could you see Dipti madam's diagram?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, great. Dipti ma'am, do you want to explain?
Yes. So this is the activity chart. In the activity chart, first we need to start with the dot. This is the convention we follow, and then
Perfect.
take a pot, put some water and tea leaves, then switch on the gas, then put some sugar. Here I have not included that case that somebody doesn't want sugar.
No, that's okay, ma'am. See, as I said, you're a person. You're trying to project your thoughts. So you might, you don't like the people who don't like sugar.
No, actually, I haven't.
But
I have
instead of
this
sugar, you are
tattoo.
given the option for ginger, which is well and good. It's the same logic.
Yeah. So,
And ginger wala is going right. So
Sugar
ginger wala is
alternative,
always
you
right.
gave a tea alternative.
No, this is good.
so yeah, switch on the gas, put sugar, and then just check decision box if you need ginger. If yes, then put
Sure.
ginger. If no, then you have to check cardamom tea. If yes, then put cardamom.
Right.
If no, then just put the milk. Skip ginger and cardamom. Just put the milk. If it is no, and if it is
Boil.
yes, then also put
Yeah.
the milk, boil, and stop. Aman tea is ready.
Sure, no problem. Normally, we would like to have a activity called drink or serve, because that's where the process ends.
Oh,
You
after
stop
boil,
and make tea. No. Again, ma'am, there's no sorry. I'm taking it lightly. See, we are learning, right? So there's no right or wrong here. Your vision, we are what we have discussed. We have discussed making a tea. We are not discussed about drinking a tea. And even your title clearly says activity chart for making tea. So please, so you are correct on a dot. No, you have one of the best diagram drawn to the point with the rules, and it clearly depicts the clear thought process, the clear sequential execution. And I believe for all of us, this is one of the best diagram we have today. See, again, there's no right or wrong here, right? Because I'm trying to portray my thought process. I'm trying to build my thought process. So unless and until you're clear in thought process, you can't do a diagram. Otherwise, there could be many scenarios, right? And there could be many alteration which we do to the diagramming technique itself, which is not correct. So there's a discipline, there's a uniformity or best practices, and that's what we're going to learn, right? And these are what the best practices are all about. So you've done a splendid job, a really great job, and thanks to you, this is what we want. Don't look at the straight line, theta line, correct line. The thought process should be clear in your mind. You have to decide what to do. That's all, as simple as that. Once you decided, once you have clear thought process, you can do any diagram in the world. It's just a matter of learning how to do it. That's all. And what type of symbols, what type of, what type of functionality I need to repeat, what are the alternative path and all those things. They are just the secondary thing. Once you're clear in your thought process, you can do whatever you like.
So, sir,
Perfect. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
sir, just one question for the simple flow of activity. For simple activity, do we need the rectangular box or these oval box? What is the convention? The oval box?
It depends. It depends. Normally, rectangular box is a standard practice, but there are many authors or many artists, they put oval box also. It depends on you, whatever you choose. But you need to just be uniform. Means either you're
Yes.
here you're kind of mixed it up, but that's okay. It doesn't matter if you can explain it to them. See, the communication is important, not the way of communicating. Even the tool most of the time takes a second seat, because if you can convey your thought process, be it Hindi, Marathi, English, Sanskrit, Urdu, Parsi, whatever you like, but overall, when you can convey your thoughts, the tools are just secondary. Even I have ignored somewhere you put oval, somewhere you put
rectangular
diamond box.
oval.
But
No,
yes,
diamond is
and
for
that's
decision
fine. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, diamond is for
Right. No,
decision
that's you're correct. Diamonds are all for decision making.
Decision
You
making.
put it correctly.
Right.
Even the start stop, you put it very correctly. You chose the right symbol, and thanks to you that. This is one of the most correct diagram in terms of best practices. So here and there, if you put oval instead of rectangular, that's also matter. That doesn't matter, frankly speaking. Okay, so please don't worry on such smaller things, and we are learning, right? So there'll be no scrutiny as of now in terms of what is correct to the dot or not, because we have started to understand the tool. We are still trying to convey our thoughts, right? And to convey thought is the first priority. To learn the tool is also second priority. So we are evolving with these tools. So please don't worry, but you're right on path, and that's the that's all it matters. Anybody else want to go ahead?
So, sir, for the best practices, I can use either rectangular or the oval boxes. Both are fine, right?
Yeah, choose one of them.
Yeah, just
Choose one of them and be consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, be consistent with that only, and that's all. Otherwise, the diagram is perfect to the dot. Please don't worry. Pawnee ma'am, Revati ma'am, Santosh from, okay. I believe we have covered everybody from our thing. So let's go on our use case diagramming training understanding spree. Let me
Sir, sir, you also told for the flow chart of making tea. Do I need to show the flow chart as well? It is the same, just the conventions are different. Instead of dot, I have used the oval.
You can show it, no problem. Do you want to share your flow chart, or you want to share it on WhatsApp and I have to show it?
Yes, I'll just share it on WhatsApp.
Okay, no problem. We will do it, no problem.
I have just sent.
Yes, yeah, I got it, ma'am. Download. Just give me a minute, and I'll open this thing, and I'll share this thing. I'll share the screen. Okay. Stop share. Start share. This is the image one, ma'am, to show. Could you please?
Yes. This is the flow
Okay.
chart. Flow chart for making tea. So we have to start with this box, oval box, and
Sure.
then take a pot, put some water and switch on the gas.
Right.
And some tea leaves and sugar. And just check if you need ginger tea. If it is yes, then you have to put ginger. If it is no, then you have to check if you need a cardamom tea. If it is yes, then put the cardamom. If no, then just directly put the milk. In both the cases, even if it is yes for ginger or yes for cardamom, you need to follow the same path. Put the milk, boil it, and your tea will be ready.
Sure, no problem, no problem. So this is really good, because the alternative paths you have shown it in more clarity than even activity diagram also. But yeah, and even the uniformity of the box chosen is perfect. So this is a kind of ideal diagram which normally an analyst should do. That's, more than simple. So this is really perfect. Really perfect. Means this is what, even you can do something like this in your presentation also. Okay, because this depicts your thought process overall. It can be a bit complex because there could be, more parts and, more boxes, and also you might use some bigger sheet, and you might have some, bigger screen also. Normally in conference room, we have 55-inch or above type of, screen, and the resolution is also quite higher. So you can we can present quite bigger diagram. These are really smaller, resolutions what we are presenting right now. So this really fits the need basically, and you've done it perfectly. You've chosen the rectangular blocks, and you've gone uniform with it. The decision box are correct. Start stop as well as flow charting is correct. So everything is just perfect. Thanks a lot for that, man.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Let's go ahead with the our use case diagram thing. So have you thought on use case diagram? So, we started yesterday. I'll just, revisit this quickly because this is really important as far as business analyst goes. Any functionality which you want to really depict in clarity, you normally do it with use case diagram. Why use case diagram? Because use case diagramming is one of the most mature tool set. Here you can show the alternative, you can show the boundary of the application. So I can guide also in scope, out scope kind of things. I can have actors or the users listed here. I can have different user listed here. I can have different use case diagram for different complex functionality as well. I can go to the nth level as far as use case diagram goes in terms of sequence of activity, in terms of requirement, in terms of functionality, in terms of vision also. What we are doing, we are just trying to convert the vision to the requirements and requirements to the functionality. That's all we do as a business analyst. So how we do it? We normally understand what he or she wants in terms of his vision or solution to be built on. I try to create number of requirements as per as our discussion with him or her. On these requirements, I try to choose couple of the most complex requirement and try to portray it as a use case diagram. This way, I can depict the alternative path. I can depict the overall, exceptions. I can depict the inclusion, exclusions. Even I can depict the supporting parties throughout the scope of the requirement, and I can depict it in an engineering fashion. Use case diagram is an engineering tool. Flow charting, activity diagram is an artistic tool. So engineering tools are more stringent in terms of utilizing symbols. So wherever the arrow points out, that's also important thing in use case diagram. As far as activity diagram or flow charting, I can go here and there. So in use case diagram, if you do it, you have to be a bit stringent in terms of applying the best practices. Okay, so that's how we go. So use case diagram describes a sequence of action. Again, same thing. Flowchart, sequence of action. Activity diagram, sequence of activities or actions. Now here the additions or the explanations goes a step in depth, right? So it's performed by a system. So I'm trying to understand the actions performed by the system, not by me. I'm a user normally, right? As a human, I try to portray myself as a user. But here we are trying to depict the actions performed by the system or the solution or the things which we are going to get created. It can be a product, project or services, right? The use case describes the system behavior under various conditions as it responds to a request from one of the stakeholder called primary actor. So each use case diagram should have only one primary actor, because why we trying to depict his response to the system when system can get initiated, can support the primary actor. So only one primary actor is a normal convention. And then we can normally depict how the system is reacting in an oval shaped box within that rectangular box. This rectangular blocks is my scope of solution, scope of requirement. I shouldn't go out of this thing. This scope defines the limits of my functionality, limits of my solution, limits of my product, services offered by the team as well. So, okay, this is what we call scope, right? Then on the other side, on the right hand side, we can see some actors, right? These are the supporting party which are supporting the system. This is like an car, an approver which are approving via system. Let's try to understand a scenario. What we normally discuss when I'm enhancing leave management, enhancing an attendance management system of a state farm. When I have to approve a leave, so leave is approved by your reporting authority or a senior HR person, right? So senior HR person, I have to depict on the left hand side, which we call it as secondary actor, and I can show a use case saying leave applied by employee, approved by an HR person or a reporting officer, and then that process ends there. Leave approved, so I can take a leave. So as an employee, I can take a leave because leave has been approved for so and so date, right? This is how we depict overall the functionality start and end in a conclusive way. There could be just one oval shaped box, there could be many oval shaped box, or there could be many alternative within this oval shaped box and sequence of executions one after the other, right? We have also seen the video. We'll have that look at that video again. Let's try to understand. There are some open system tools available which we can call which we've used Lucidchart. You can use Lucidcharts. Otherwise we can basically use the pen paper way of depicting this diagram as well. Depends on you. But now whenever we join any organization as an employee, they have certain disciplines, they have certain organizational processes. We normally refer them as a quality management services. Now what is quality management services? These are the services, policies or processes defined by the organizations to help everybody who are working with them, so that whatever we create as an employee, whatever we create results as an day-to-day employee or a consultant, we try to do it in a uniform way. Okay, so whenever I work with something like Infosys or IBM or anywhere for that matters, IBM uses something called rational rows to have use case diagramming tool. Infosys or Patni mostly use Lucidcharts. They have the non-communal or what you can say paid version of Lucidcharts, but you can still start practicing Lucidcharts. I believe, as we discussed last time, they allow 3 charts a day, or if you don't save the chart, you can have as many chart as you want. You can just draw the chart, take a snapshot, take a print screen or click a photo and save it for your usage, right? That's what it matters. So that you can depict it whenever you want to depict it. So you can create as many chart or as many use case diagram as you want in a Lucidcharts in that scenario. Okay, so this is how we draw a use case diagram. Again, UML, Unified Modeling Language, use case diagram to show a system or application. Then they show the people interacting with how the people interacting with the okay, no, my voice is not clear. Yeah, this what you can say advantage or disadvantage of what you can say Zoom. So if it's not clear, I'll repeat again. So we are talking about unified modeling languages. We are trying to do use case diagram. So what use case diagram does? Use case diagram show a system or application. Then they show the people or organizations or the other systems that interact with it. So what we are trying to learn here, the actor can be other systems also, actor can be organizations, actor can be a group of people also. And finally, they show a basic flow of what the system or the application does. The system or application is my rectangular blocks. So rectangular block is what all functionality system includes, right? So that's the scope of application or scope of requirement I'm trying to address. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say here? Any confusion at this moment?
I'm good.
Good, right? So please keep asking a question, and there could be disturbance in sounds and all. It happens because of this online what you can say networking challenge and all. So please bear with me, and let's try to understand as much as we can, and let me know so that I can repeat it for you.
Sorry,
Okay,
it's
now
not
go ahead, please.
why. I'm sorry, it's just that your voice is cutting. That's why I had to let you know.
No, I can, no, please, and don't be sorry. See, you need to understand what I'm trying to say. And if I'm need to repeat, I'll repeat. Please don't worry on that part. Okay, just mention it correctly so that I can also repeat that, right? And
Okay.
unless and until somebody says please repeat it, I couldn't, because I don't know what you have missed. So you need to specify what you missed. Even you can say, like, whenever you stopped hearing me, because these are network challenges and these happens. So for some of them it might be a revision, for you it can be just trying to capture the knowledge. So it's a simple thing. Please don't worry on that part. Okay. So have you understand the use case diagram, why, what, and how?
I've been looking, so yes,
Great,
myself.
thank you. And yes, we need to do some homework. We need to do some hands-on practice, so that like the way we understood activity diagram and flowchart, we have to understand use case diagram as well. Okay, so we'll do that. Please don't worry on that part. Should we have a look at that video, whatever we did yesterday? Okay, let's have. It's really a great video. Let's try to what you can say, revisit again the lady who shows us the ATM example, right? Was that ATM or something else? I really keep forgetting. Give me a minute, please. I'll start the video and then you can have a look at that.
So that banking app.
Hi, my name's Chloe, and I'll be
Just give me a
teaching you
minute, please.
everything you need to know about.
So yeah, this video I was talking about. Yeah, you were saying something, ma'am?
No. Yeah, I was also telling about this video.
Yes, have you seen this video? I've shared it on a group also, but let's go through it again. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to clarify for you. It's just a 10-minute video. Let's try to understand. She explained it really well, really fast, and to the point. Means, that's how I would look at this. So it's one of the most, basic, what you can say, standardized, quick delivery, methodology, what I find. She was really good. And she explained it to the dot, not a single word out of the context. I like that thing. Okay, so let's try to understand. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. I'll stop the video.
UML use case diagrams. We'll start with a high-level overview, then we'll talk about systems, actors, use cases, and relationships. And finally, we'll build an entire use case diagram together and go over examples to explain these concepts in depth. Have you ever had an idea that makes perfect sense in your head, but when you try to explain it to someone else, they're completely lost? Maybe your idea is for a new app, and every time you talk about it, people don't really understand how they interact with the app or what it would do. This type of scenario is where a use case diagram is very helpful. Here's a simple description of a use case diagram. First, it shows a system or application. Then it shows the people, organizations, or other systems that interact with it. And finally, it shows a basic flow of what the system or application does. It's a very high-level diagram and typically won't show a lot of detail, but it's a great way to communicate complex ideas in a fairly basic way. Before we really get into the tutorial, let's talk about how you're going to make a use case diagram. You can draw them out with pen and paper, but a diagramming application is going to be much easier. Today I'll be using Lucidchart, and you can too, for free actually. Just click the link to access Lucidchart's website. Enter your email address, and you'll have a free Lucidchart account in just a few seconds. It's easy to use, and you can follow along with me as we build a use case diagram. Okay, so we're going to break down use case diagrams into 4 different elements: systems, actors, use cases, and relationships. Let's start with systems. A system is whatever you're developing. It could be a website, a software component, a business process, an app, or any number of other things. You represent a system with a rectangle, and you put the name of the system at the top. We're going to build a use case diagram for a very simple banking application. We'll call our system Banking App. This rectangle helps define the scope of this system. Anything within this rectangle happens within the banking app. Anything outside of this rectangle doesn't happen in the banking app. The next element is an actor, which is depicted by this stick figure. An actor is going to be someone or something that uses our system to achieve a goal. That could be a person, an organization, another system, or an external device. So who or what is going to be using our banking app? The most obvious actor is a customer. We are going to have customers that download and use our banking app. Another actor that we'll want in our diagram is the bank. The bank is going to provide information that feeds into our banking app, like transactions and account balances. Here are a couple things to keep in mind when dealing with actors. First, it's important to note that these actors are external objects. They always need to be placed outside of our system. Second, actors need to be thought of as types or categories. For our banking app, an actor isn't going to be a specific individual or a specific organization. We wouldn't label our actors as John and Chase Bank. We want to keep things categorical. So right now we're saying that both customers and banks are going to use our app. And this brings up the topic of primary and secondary actors. A primary actor initiates the use of the system, while a secondary actor is more reactionary. So in our example, which actor is primary and which actor is secondary? The primary actor is customer. The customer is going to initiate the use of our system. They're going to pull out their phone, open up our banking app, and do something with it. Bank, on the other hand, is a secondary actor. The bank is only going to act once the customer does something. If the customer goes on the app to see how much money is in their account, only then does the bank engage with our system to provide the balance. Primary actors should be to the left of the system, and secondary actors should be to the right. This just visually reinforces the fact that customer engages with the banking app and then the bank reacts. The next element is a use case, and this is where you really start to describe what our system does. A use case is depicted with this oval shape, and it represents an action that accomplishes some sort of task within the system. They're going to be placed within the rectangle because they're actions that occur within the banking app. So what is our banking app going to do? We're going to keep things very simple. Our banking app is going to allow a customer to log in, check their account balance, transfer funds between accounts, and make payments towards bills. So if this is what our banking app does, we're going to have use cases that describe each of those actions. We'll have a use case called login, another called check balance, another called transfer funds, and finally make payment. You can see that each of these use cases starts with a verb and reinforces an action that takes place. We also want them to be sufficiently descriptive. If this use case just said transfer, that'd be too vague. Finally, it's good practice to put your use.
Can anyone talk about the requirement in our, normal example, what we normally take as an, enhancing the attendance management system of State Farm? Can anyone, share any requirement as a specific requirement in this, discussion what we were discussing for a long time, right? So can anyone, depict one of the use case? Anyone?
One of the use case can be like logging the attendance.
Wow, good. Another? That's the generic one. That's the best, that's the best start.
Another use case can be, use of the biometric scanner or the iris scanner, which we'll be using.
Perfect. So let's try to put it in a bit technical way. What I can say, not embossing, reporting my attendance from an iris scanner. Okay, so this is a more what I can say. We'll try to create a meaning which is just unique to whatever you are trying to say, right? So marking my attendance via iris scanner. Okay, does that sound a bit technical, ma'am?
Yes, yeah.
So we normally say something like that in a use case diagram. So marking my attendance through iris scanner, through biometric scanner. Anybody else? Anybody else can think of anything?
Maybe opening the account in the bank?
No, ma'am. I'm talking about trying to build a requirement or a unified use case in the example which we are discussing. We normally discuss like me working on Infosys as a business analyst, going to State Farm to basically understand the requirement of enhancing their attendance management system. So I want to understand from you a requirement or a use case which I will include in my use case diagram. Does that make sense or it's complicated? Any use case comes to your mind? We are just trying to clarify our thought process here. We are trying to build some diagram via our thought process, right? So I need to understand what I'm trying to build, what are the different use cases I want to create within my application scope. So I want to understand from you, whatever your thought in terms of understanding how I'm going to collect the requirement in terms of use case diagram. So any use case you can think of right now.
Once the iris scanner or any biometrics is done, there is nothing else much the customer has to do. I mean, the employee has to do. When he comes in, he checks in, and that's it. That's about it, right? The other actor on the right-hand side can be the State Farm HR or whoever like is in charge of.
Ma'am, you explained the complete use case diagram of the system. I just thinking of one thing, because yes, the one thing what you explain is like making or marking my attendance, getting approved by or getting viewed or reviewed by HR.
Getting reviewed or getting registered by HR
system. Right. That's a perfect. That's a perfect. Anybody else? Good evening, Swati ma'am. Sorry, there was some network issue. Even we had certain funny things with Zoom. So I believe you can understand now. So we are trying to basically review our use case diagram. Okay, no problem. We can understand. So we are basically trying to revise our use case diagram. We started yesterday. So I was basically asking the normal example which we discussed from the start of this training. What we discussed is basically me working as an Infosys employee, going to State Farm with my sales manager to meet the VP HR and his team, try to build down some requirement for enhancing their attendance management system. So what I was requested, basically try to understand a singular requirement or a singular use case you could have in this use case diagram, because we were learning from yesterday, right? So I believe we should have a clear thought process. What is a requirement? What is a use case? What is a singular use case? Okay, so could you please depict any such singular use case within my requirement gathering use case diagram for enhancing attendance management system at State Farm? Have you understood, or is still so a bit complicated for you? If you keep mum, I'll I'll take it as you understood everything, and I'll go ahead. If you're not understood anything, please raise your hand or please speak up.
Could you repeat the last thing, please? Sorry.
Come again, please.
Could you repeat the last thing? Sorry, the machine was on.
Okay, what I'm trying to say, try to think of one singular requirement, one singular use case, which I will include in this use case diagram of gathering requirement from a State Farm. In the example we normally discuss, right?
Okay.
Please, one singular use case. It can include multiple use case also. Please don't worry on that part. I am there to explain you, and we are there to discuss and learn. So I want you to put some thought process to it. Try to share your thought process so that I can make it, if you know it correctly or if you are going a bit haywire. So I want to list me one use cases which you will include as a business analyst whenever you are drawing your use case diagram for enhancing attendance management system at State Farm. Could you list down, or could you share an example of a use case here?
Yeah. Actually, I have one. If you want.
Please say it.
It's for the project, the one that I did before.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want
No, Rudra. We are trying to build a use case for State Farm, right?
Okay.
So whatever you thought of that product, that's a different scenario, right? Here we are trying to understand a specific example. We are trying to take a specific case.
Maybe they're from different department. Like last time you had mentioned that's from accounts or from high-level security department. Then maybe we have to add that branch or that staff or something more particular.
Yes. So registering a new employee can be a use case. Very rightly said, ma'am. So that use case name will be registering a new employee. or adding a new employee to the system.
Or their department.
Exactly, for their department. So it can be done by HR. HR will add another HR executive. From a, let's say, a consultant department or a support department or a security department, they'll add their, new joinee or something. That's right. That's a perfect use case. You told two. I want others also to be participated, but because that's what we are learning, right? If you're not learning, then I'm at fault. So please guide me. If I want to stress something, if I want to explain something in detail, you need to guide me. Otherwise, the training is just waste of time.
I have a question.
Please.
We didn't need a validation once the iris scanner is in place, right? It is already registered and the access is approved, then they don't need a validation. Otherwise, maybe if it is not approved, then another use case. In case if cannot read it, then there is another alternative way to enter.
Right, ma'am. You're thinking about exceptions. The others are still couldn't think of a single use case. You're going way ahead. So please hold on. And we'll have a look at the exceptions as well. But I want others to express singular use case, whatever we're discussing as an example. Okay, I'll take name and I want a use case from them. Pallavi ma'am, could you specify any use case which comes to your mind?
Use case of an employee to report to some manager in the company.
So you want to build a hierarchical approval system within the scope.
Yes.
Does that make? Does that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The employee report to the manager, and manager report to the senior manager, and above his positions goes up like that.
Sure. Yeah, so you can add a use case saying build a hierarchical management system for leave approval. That could be the use case. Very rightly said. I want you to come up with something so that I can label it correctly, because this is what we're going to do in our last workshop, which is a really big workshop, and we are trying to understand, or we are trying to work as an analyst. So I need my thought process to be clear enough to depict such use cases, right? And we will learn the other things, why I'm trying to put it in a few words, why I should use those standardized techniques and all. Okay, Deepti ma'am done, Leena ma'am done, Pallavi ma'am. Yes, Deepika ma'am, could you please share any use case that comes to your mind?
For me, only is coming in mind. I'm not sure it's the use cases or not. It's just
I can understand, ma'am. Please, whatever comes to mind.
It's like customer gave you the product in the State Farm or whatever, and then the manager or the business analytical is looking for that and checking. I don't know. That's cool.
I couldn't find any relevance, ma'am. See, we are talking about enhancing attendance management system, right? So whatever functionality you think is a need of that overall scope, or whatever functionality which can enhance the attendance management system at State Farm, we are looking for such use cases. Have you understood what you mean by enhancing attendance management system?
I think I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't.
So there was a process with a what you can say attendance ledger and a supervisor which used to verify your photo ID and take your signature against your name so that your attendance can be marked, right? Now we are enhancing that system to an automated 24/7 uniform product all over the world, centralized database and so on and so forth. So we are trying to provide that solution to the State Farm. Now I want you to think of one single functionality which the solution must include, you working as an analyst. So what do you think?
Only I have in my mind is the only one that the ATM machine and the customer can use, and the function in between.
No, that's what that lady was teaching you, ma'am.
Okay.
That's her job as an analyst, right? Now I want you to work as an analyst. I want you to think as an analyst and try to share one functionality which comes to your mind whenever we are trying to do attendance management system enhancement.
Maybe I'm gonna be, I don't know. Right now my brain is like stop working. I don't know. What example I can give you? Let me think.
Like, Dipti ma'am said, login one, or, approving the attendance, approving the leave management.
Um, uh,
The hiring
Yes,
manager
Swati
process
ma'am
also.
say, yeah, Swati ma'am say, can we keep any secret question for a particular employee? Yes, this can be a use case. So there's a secret communication between HR and an employee saying, please don't share my leave I am going to take in the next week. This can be a secret or secretive question. So trying to what I can say, trying to be secretive as an employee with the HR. This can be one use case. Very rightly said. A
Also
kind of
after
rare
them,
use case. Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
after employee leaves, sometime employee doesn't want to anybody knows their personal information.
Right.
HR
That's
has to
also
just keep it secret.
yes. Very true. That's a use case. That's a valid use case.
What
So how
about
do we,
late entry or early going,
yes.
leaving early or coming
Yeah.
late?
Even apply for a sick leave, apply for a half day leave is an use case, right? If I came late, might be,
You
I
can,
was talking to a friend and missed out the train, but I might, report it as an sick leave, or, report it as an, I have a headache, so I'm delayed to office. This can be a use case. Madhuri ma'am,
yeah.
what do you think? Which can be a use case?
A doctor's appointment.
Oh, perfect. So you want to take a sick leave for a doctor's appointment. That's a perfect use case. Wow, great, great. That's really perfect. Anybody else I'm missing from this batch? No, perfect. So,
there can be a use case for the generating and accessing the reports like the leave
yes,
report.
definitely. That's a very valid use case.
Can you
Creating a
use the
leave
like I want
attendance
to go
report.
on vacation for
Yes.
2 or 3 weeks
Or creating a overtime report, means
from
overtime
HR
record. That's what Swati ma'am says.
and
So
get a
creating
leave?
an overtime record done by an employee, it's a valid use case. Now we understood, now we have started understanding. That's what I'll say. Good, good, good. I want you to
Okay.
turn out your thought process. I want you to understand what we are trying to do. And that lady is trying to explain ATM functionality, right? The
Yes.
banking applications. So
Mhm.
our application, we should think it how we can implement such thought process for attendance management system enhancement. I believe we are on the right track. Let's watch the rest of the video and then we'll discuss it again.
Thank you.
In a logical order.
Yeah, you want to ask something? Okay, let's watch the video, please.
When possible. That's why we put login at the top. That's the first thing that will happen when a customer uses our banking app. The final element in use case diagrams are relationships. An actor, by definition, is using our system to achieve a goal. So each actor has to interact with at least one of the use cases within our system. In our example, a customer is going to log into our banking app. So we draw a solid line between the actor and the use case to show this relationship. This type of relationship is called an association, and it just signifies a basic communication or interaction. A customer is going to interact with the rest of these use cases as well. They're going to check balance, transfer funds, and make payment, so we'll draw solid lines out to each of those as well. Secondary actors will also have relationships. Remember, each actor has to interact with at least one use case. So which use cases will the bank interact with? When a customer wants to check their balance on the app, the bank is going to provide the correct amount. Let's draw a line between bank and check balance. Similarly, when a customer wants to transfer funds or make a payment, the bank is going to follow through with those transactions. We don't need to draw a line to log in because that process happens within the banking app. There's no need for the bank to actually get involved with the login.
Like an HR system generating a leave attendance report, which happens within the system. So there'll be a prime actor called HR executive, and he's pulling out reports from the system. Okay, so generating leave reports, as simple as that. That can be a simple use case.
Process. There are three other types of relationships in addition to association. There's include, extend, and generalization. Let's build out this diagram with additional use cases in order to explain these types of relationships. When a customer types in their login information, our banking app is going to verify the password before completing the login process. But if the password is incorrect, the banking app is going to display an error message. So let's create 2 new use cases for verify password and display login error. When a customer wants to transfer funds or make a payment, our banking app is going to make sure there's enough money to complete those transactions. So we'll also create another use case called verify sufficient funds. And finally, when a customer wants to make a payment, our banking app is going to give them the option of paying from either their checking account or their savings account. So we'll create 2 more use cases called pay from checking and pay from savings. Let's circle back to this verify password use case and talk about relationships again. How does verify password relate to the rest of the diagram? Neither of our actors are directly initiating this action. It's just immediately going to happen within our banking app every time there's an attempt to log in. This is an include relationship. An include relationship shows dependency between a base use case and an included use case. Every time the base use case is executed, the included use case is executed as well. Another way to think of it is that the base use case requires an included use case in order to be complete. When you have an include relationship, you draw a dashed line with an arrow that points towards the included use case. So in our example, login is the base use case, and verify password is the included use case. Every time a customer logs in, our banking app will automatically verify password. This login use case won't be complete unless verify password is complete. So we draw a dashed line with the arrow pointing towards the included use case, and we write include in double chevrons. The next type of relationship is the extend relationship. An extend relationship has a base use case and an extend use case. When the base use case is executed, the extend use case will happen sometimes, but not every time. The extend use case will only happen if certain criteria are met. Another way to think of it is that you have the option to extend the behavior of the base use case. When you have an extend relationship, you draw a dashed line with an arrow that points towards the base use case. In our example, login is a base use case, and display login error is an extended use case. Our banking app won't display a login error message every time a customer logs in. This will only happen once in a while when a customer accidentally enters an incorrect password. Since this is an extend relationship, we draw a dashed line with an arrow that points to the base use case and write extend between double chevrons. Hopefully, this thoroughly explains the difference between include and extend relationships. But just in case, here's a very basic example to help differentiate between the two. If you sneeze, you will close your eyes. That's an included relationship because it's going to happen every time. Additionally, if you sneeze, you might say, excuse me. That's an extended relationship because it supplements the sneeze, but isn't completely necessary in the sneezing process. Just remember that include happens every time, extend happens just sometimes, and don't forget that the arrows point in opposite directions. One quick thing to note is that multiple base use cases can point to the same included or extended use case. For example, both transfer funds and make payment are going to point to verify sufficient funds as an included use case. We want our banking app to make this check every time either of these base use cases occur. You don't need to duplicate the verify sufficient funds use case. The simpler your diagram, the better. The last type of relationship we'll discuss is generalization, also known as inheritance. When you make a payment from our banking app, you can do so from either your checking account or your savings account. In this scenario, make a payment is a general use case, and pay from savings and pay from checking are specialized use cases. You could also use the terms parent and children. Each child shares the common behaviors of the parent, but each child adds something more on its own. To show that this is a generalization, we draw this type of arrow from the children up to the parent. You can have generalizations on use cases like we have here. You can also have generalizations with actors. In certain scenarios, you might want to distinguish between a new customer and a returning customer. You can make them both children to a general customer actor, which would allow you to have certain behaviors or qualities unique to each of these children. One last shape that we'll quickly talk about is a use case with extension points. You can see an example here. The name of the use case is above the line, and then there are extension points below the line. Extension points are just a detailed version of extend relationships. This use case shows that a customer can set up their profile in our banking app. And then these extension points show us that when a customer is setting up their profile, they'll have the option to navigate to a couple different screens. If a customer is confused, they can go to Profile Help. And if they want details regarding their private information, they can go to Privacy Info. Those extension points branch off to extended use cases. Go to Profile Help and show Privacy Info. We can even add a note to show what sort of conditions would lead to these extension points. Now we have a complete use case diagram with various elements that help explain what our banking app does.
Anybody have any confusions, questions for me?
Yes, sir. Why we did not had two use cases for setup profile and privacy info?
Ma'am, it's totally on the artist, because the way artists want to do it, he or she can do it the way he or she wants, rather than any standardization there. I can have many multiple use cases for ATM, right? I can just explain one singular functionality and rest can be explained in another diagram. It happens. And that's totally allowed. That's totally valid in every scenario. So, it's not necessary to include all the even, specialized use case, generalized use case in one diagram. Normally, it's a practice. I have one page for, simple use case, and then the next use case can be on the next page as well. Does that answer your question, ma'am?
I mean, in the single use case, I can divide it into two. I mean, single.
Yes,
in a
one
single
actor use case, that's all. That can be a simple thing. Let me, open up a Word, page for you, and let me show you. Let me share that Word so that, I can guide you also. How can I normally draw, where's that Word document? Oh, this one. Okay. Now, if I want to draw any use case, I can just draw, where can I can say insert, and I have something like shapes, right? So I'll create an actor. This is my actor. I'll insert, again, I'll go to the shape. I'll have, this is what his body. Then I'll have, these are actor's hand. Another hand. Don't look at the symmetry, or don't look at the correctness in terms of hand or leg angles. I'm just trying to do it quickly so that you can understand how we can do at your home using Microsoft Word. This is a simple Microsoft Word, right? We have Microsoft Word at every other computer. Now I'll select all these things, all these lines I have drawn. I'll select them, and I'll just right click them and say group. There's something called group, right? Now I have created a group, so I can stretch it. I'll show you. I can stretch it, so make it small. I can make copies, Control C, Control V, right? So this is a simple, actor, right? Now I want to create a box. I want to create a rectangular box for the scope of the system. I'll select this thing, format shape, no fill. I don't want to have any fill in this. This is my scope of the system, okay? And if I want, I can have another actor here. That's how I do it in Word. So what's the simplest, use case diagram look like? Okay, let's see. I want to apply for a leave. So this actor is going to apply for a leave. Now I'm going to increase the arrow size, and I'm going to change the color of it so that you can understand. So I will put it to this color. I can choose whatever I color, right? And the width or the size is over here. Could you see it's getting broader? Okay, so this guy. Now I'm going to insert an oval shape for my use case. So this is my use case. Now what I'll do, I'll add some transparency to this, and I'll change some color. This is transparency. Could you see the transparency? Everybody can see the transparency thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And no, where I was say okay, come on. Okay, that transparency. Okay, so here, and I'm trying to change the color to this guy. Now I'll just click here and start typing. I've selected that box. Apply for LEAVES, leaves. I'll select this character and I'll put it as this. So, see, this is my use case. Now this angle, I'll just reduce it a bit so that it will look like an arrow, right? So could you do these things? So apply for leaves. So in my attendance stream, there could be a use case saying apply for leaves. Could you do it at your home? I have not used any tools. I have not used any tools like Lucidchart or something. This is a Microsoft Word, and we normally could do it like this. Okay. Now, what I want to do, you as in homework, please create at least 2 or 3 such use cases. This you don't have to spend your time again, because I can create as many actors as I want wherever I want, right? So this is simple. This is the most what I can say complex thing you can think of, which is really simple. And now I can even copy these use case also. So let's say this is a one arrow where I can say apply for leave. So my HR executive can approve the leave also. So what I'll do, I'll go to insert, I'll go to shapes, I'll choose this arrow, I'll choose this arrow like this as well. Okay. Now, as this another tools, this thing, I'll choose the color. See, there are so many colors available. You can choose whatever you like, and you can choose the width and breadth, whatever you like, right? Look at this. Now, this is what you are going to approve the leave. So this is a HR executive. So how do you label this thing? You just go to shapes and choose this text box. Let's see. This is a HR executive ROVING approving the LEAV leave. Okay. Now I can do a sizing for this, because I need to have all the letters. I can remove the border, so I can go to format shape, and in the line I don't want any line, so it will look like this, and I can copy this anywhere wherever I like. Okay, now this guy is an opaque guy, opaque thing. So what I do, format shape, and I'll do no fill. So it's just a transparent text. I can post it anywhere. Could you do these things? Have you learned what I'm trying to do here? I'm trying to build use case diagram with the tool which I have with me on my laptop, on my desktop, on my computer, not on phone. Yes? Could you understand?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. So today's homework.
Helpful.
Go ahead, please.
The basic things are very helpful, these things.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to tell you. Last batch, I forgot to, tell these things. And, even, Rudra and Pavni ma'am can, vouch for that. This is a very simple thing. And, then you don't have to keep searching for any tools or something, or you could do it, means I can have eyes and this thing also, but not needed. But this is just the basic thing which we did in, I think, below 5 minutes, right? So you can also do it. And it's a word. This is what they call, let me tell you. These are shapes. So if you search on, okay, I'll put a video for drawing such diagrams in a group, so that there are quite a few videos available, and you can learn from that also. I'll try to put some videos for, having what they call, this is a including shapes in the Microsoft Word. So, let's try to do this thing. So there's a, what I can say, homework for today. Try to build at least 2 use case diagram, and again I'll tell you how to copy the whole thing. I'll say Control A, or there's something called home. I'll go and wait a minute. With select all. Okay, I can do something like select all, right? So what I can do, okay, I can click my mouse here and do a select all. This is what you call select all. I'll do Control C, also do copy. I'll click here, I'll press Control End and Control Enter. So I'm on the next page, and I'll do Control V. So I've just recreated the use case. So I can just change, apply for SICK, SICK LEAVE, or, like I said, request for appointment. Request for appointment with HR to DIS. You discuss SOML personal. Okay, and HR executive approving or planning the simple, right? So what I did, I changed this thing within seconds. I can delete this extra use actor. This is my primary actor, this is my secondary actor. So what we did, we created a use case diagram within seconds. So once you have this thing, you can save it on your computer wherever you want. So I'll save it on a desktop, my use case diagram, or Ravindra use case diagram. Okay, so whenever I want to create a use case diagram, I can use this thing, and this is really useful. So whenever on job, you can also use this template. I can do all sort of new things. I can fill this with color, I can fill this with color. Let's try to fill this. So there is a right click, format shape, and this fill. This is about the line. So I can have a solid line, I can have a gradient line, I can have a solid field, I can have a gradient field. Let's try this thing. Could you see how it's changed? No field, gradient field. So you can do all sort of such things, right? And if there's a linear, and there are various options available, radial. See, could you see the changes? I can even select the colors, means there are so many options available, right? I can choose if I like don't like green, I can go for this, this color. Oh, what happened? Oh man. Okay, so I can go to another color. Oh, sorry, I can go to blue color. Why it's happening? I don't know. Okay. Could you see what I'm trying to do here?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So you can play around like this, whatever you want. Even I can increase the, if you feel this guy looks like, under diet or something or underweight, let's try to increase the width of a line. With that, so I said solid line, right? And where's the line thing? Just go down. Oh man, I couldn't increase the line. Yeah. Okay. So there are some restrictions and we'll try to learn, but I can change the color, I believe. So let's try to put him black. So I converted him to black. They should be able to give me some, okay. Okay. Let me try these things. No, I don't think okay. I can change the width, I believe. Okay. Now see, he's getting, fat like me. See, you can do all sort of such things and try to play around, try to build this thing. And I can copy this, again, Control C or copy. I click here, or I'll just say paste. So I can have a good actor here. Let's delete this guy. This is too slim. I like these ones. So like, no, khata pita banda. So you can play around this and you can we really make a good use case diagram. Okay. Now, homework. Please create at least 2 use case diagram for the example which we are discussing. We have discussed the use cases today, so I don't think you should have any problem in that, and try to do it in a Microsoft Word. Okay, I even try to share some videos with you to learn how you can do this in Microsoft Word. Okay, and you can do all sort of artistic thing, because here we are trying to explain our vision, right? We are trying to explain our thought process to a group of people by within this predefined diagramming format. Deepika ji, could you hear me? Yes, you can disconnect and connect again. That's the best way. But try to wait for a couple of seconds. Otherwise, the network connection might get better. These are holidays period, right? So during holiday period, we normally have some network challenges, and it's everywhere within India, in even North America, even everywhere from frankly speaking. So please, don't worry. Okay. So have you clear about your, what you can say, homework, what we discussed?
Yes.
Yes, sir. So,
Okay.
sir, it's like we have to draw it in the Word document.
Yes.
And
Please try to do it.
can
Or,
we,
yeah.
and do we need to, learn how to draw these charts in PPT?
Okay. Okay. You are trying to ask me, could we present this in PPT, right? So what I'll do,
So we'll just copy paste from here, or shall I?
yes, simple. See, I'll do. There's a button called PRTSCR. Could you see that thing on your screen, on
Yeah,
your
print
keyboard?
screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Print screen, yeah.
So, do something like, alt print screen and open something like paintbrush, right? See, I'm opening paintbrush. I'll share that paintbrush with you now. Just give me a minute. I'll show you how to do it. It's really simple. This way, what we can do, we can include this in, I'll do control paste. Oh man. Okay. Could you see this thing? I have pasted the complete screenshot here.
Yes.
Now I'll go to something like select. This select. Could you see select button here?
Yes. Yeah.
And I'll do something like this.
Yeah.
Because this is what I want on my PPT. And I'll do crop. Right? And then I'll do select again. So that if I feel, I've created a bigger picture or something, I'll just say copy. I'll go to my presentation. I'll stop this share. I'll open my presentation screen. Where's my presentation screen? Here, right? And I want to, no, not this one. Okay, I'm at, wrong thing. So stop share. Okay. I'll start, this thing, right? Okay, Lucid Charts is there. Come on. Now I want to start share with, okay, this thing, right? Now on my presentation, I'm just adding one more slide. Oh, sorry. See, I can paste it on my use case diagram. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll try to paste it on a new slide. So I'll give a name, sample use case. Could you see that, how easy it is?
Yes, sir. So we don't have to create it in the PPT, right? In the presentation.
No. Normally, the way it works for analyst, we present it in a PPT, right?
Yeah.
So include it in a PPT is a better options. Now I can do all type of sizing and all those things depending upon my likings and all those things. Here you don't, you can't change the colors. If you want to change the color, you have to go back to the use, word again.
Right. So we ideally we are creating these flowcharts or use case diagrams in the Word document, and then we are just doing the copy paste from there to the PPT for presentation.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. Just to add to your thought process, normally all the company have their way of working. So you might be using some tools where you can do this in seconds. Right? So they'll train you on those tools. So wherever I'm going to start with an organizations, they have something called induction program. So these induction program basically make yourself, acquainted with the tools, quality policies, leave management, and the other systems which the company uses within their organizations. Okay. So please don't worry if they are going to use some toolkits, they might teach you, or they might, let you use Lucid Charts. They might give you sufficient time to learn a tool. Otherwise, I am there with you to teach you if they want to learn any tool by yourself as well. So we can, do something like this again on job. So please don't worry. We can learn whatever tool the company suggests. If they are not going to give you training, I am there to help you out. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. And for our home assignment, what are the 2 scenarios where we need to build the use case diagrams?
Ma'am, that you need to think out.
Oh, can choose.
That's homework. Yes.
Okay. I thought you were going to give us the scenario that you have to build the use case diagram for this thing.
Okay, I'll give the scenario again. Me working in Infosys, going with my sales manager to State Farm to understand their requirement of enhancing attendance management system. So right now their attendance management system is a ledger based. They have something called attendance ledger, and there's a supervisor who validates you with your photo ID so that you can sign against your name. You can't sign against anybody else's name. This is what happens. So that's why we are migrating our attendance system to a new online 24/7, that centralized database type of new enhancing attendance management system. That's what we are trying to do. So you need to take any 2 requirements, try to depict in a use case diagram. Okay, you can do it right away. If you want, we can, terminate our class today here, and you can start doing it, or we can continue for next half an hour and then do it. Does anybody have any prior engagement? Because I know it's a year-end period and all, and I need to be considerate on that as well. So anybody wants to stop here at this moment, or could we continue for next half an hour?
Sir,
You guide me.
hello,
Hello, please go ahead. I can listen you.
hello.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? I don't know. Do I have a network problem or what? Could you hear me out?
I can hear you.
We can hear. Yeah,
We can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear you.
There's somebody trying to say hello, hello. So I thought,
I cannot hear you at all. It's just so many like disturbance in between disconnecting and
yet
connecting.
it happens. Yes, it
I
happens.
missed the whole thing. I think I don't even know my like homework actually. What exactly?
Okay, I'll tell you, ma'am. I'll repeat that. Please don't worry. Could you hear me now, right? So
Yes,
what we
I
are
can
doing?
hear.
Okay, so what we are trying to do, we are trying to build two use case diagram with the help of Microsoft Word, so that I can be a uniform in every way. Try to create something like what we have created. Were you there when I created this diagram? Were you there, ma'am?
I am here. Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can create something like this with the two functionality which you think is a prominent functionality in that attendance management system enhancement type of scenario, which we were discussing for last a week or two, so that we can create a use case diagram on one of the requirement. Okay, is the homework clear to you?
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yes,
Then
sure.
what is the next? I'm sorry.
So do you want me to go ahead, or should we stop here? What do you say? You suggest.
I think we should stop here, and since it's like fresh, we can do work on it right away and finish. with
Chalega,
it.
chalega.
It's
Okay,
fresh in
thanks.
our mind.
Yeah, that's great. Anybody else want to continue, or Leena ma'am's suggestion is it's really great, and so that you can have a half an hour for yourself as well.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really pull out certain extra time during these holidays. I can understand that.
And
Okay.
it's fresh right now because of the video and you were showing, so we couldn't make any notes. There was nothing to make a note. So
I can
since it
understand
is
that.
fresh in our mind, I think we'll be able to, at least I'll be able to do it right now.
No, it's for everybody, ma'am. Means we are at same page. The way I train, we work at a similar level, and we can share those thought process with everybody else. Okay, so let's stop it here right now. Let's try to do this use case diagram, and we can then continue. Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Any
right?
use case diagram, right? We don't have to make the one State Farm one.
No, you have to make State Farm one, na, ma'am.
Oh, I have to make a State Farm one. Okay, because
Yes,
I missed the
choose
little
any
bit.
yeah, choose any two functionality which you can think of. Like here I say apply for leaves, and it's get approving by, oh, even my English is not right. HR executive approving. No, it's okay, I believe. So HR executive is approving the
Hello?
leave. Yes. There's a
Hello?
hello. I can hear you, ma'am.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Could you hear me?
Oh, okay.
I
Because
hear you,
after
ma'am.
you, yes, okay. After you said choose any, and then I cannot hear anything from there.
Oh, ma'am, pardon me for that.
Oh, I'm
So
so
choose any
sorry
use
today.
case. No, I can understand. Choose any functionality and try to depict a use case diagram. As you can see on the screen, I tried to do apply for leaves from an employee. This guy is my prime actor, right? And this guy is my approver or secondary actor. And I have use case in between. So please draw two such use case diagram so that I can understand whatever you understood of building use case diagram. That's your homework. You can start right away. This
Okay.
might take minutes.
Thanks. I got it.
This might take some minutes. And please, because
Can
this
you
will
hear
make
me?
your thought process clear.
Hello?
Hello? I can hear you, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me? I can hear you.
Hello? But she's facing us a difficult thing.
No, is everybody else also
Ravinder
having
sir?
problem?
No, no, no.
I'm
We are
good.
good.
I'm good.
They're all fine.
We are. I think we are all are good.
We are good, sir.
Okay, no problem. Let's stop here. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. If you have any question, if you have any questions, do ask within the group so that I can answer your queries and confusions. And best luck for you for the homework. Let's discuss things next time. So next time when we're going to meet, we are going to meet on first.
Friday?
Friday?
Yes,
Friday.
Friday, ma'am.
Friday, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
So Friday, night 9 p.m. EST.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes,
Thanks a
sir.
lot for the attendance.
Thank
Let's
you.
do the homework. Let's try to see what we have learned and let's take it up from there.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thanks a
sir.
lot.
Thank
God
you.
bless
Good
you.
night, yeah.
Bye. Take
Thanks.
care.
Bye. Good night. Bye.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Good night.